Today we're counting down my top 10 least favorite special moves. There's some real stinkers in here. Let's do this, TXM style. My hair kind of looks like an Inazuma 11 characters right now. Oh, this is abysmal. What's up, gamers, and welcome to a new top 10 on the channel. This is my top 10 least favorite Inazuma 11 moves. The rules for this are pretty straightforward. I'm just picking any moves from any series of Inazuma 11. Now, they may be bad because of context. They may be bad because they're a rip-off of another move. They may be bad because of their name. They may be bad because of how they look. There could be a variety of reasons why they're on this list. One of the big things I wanted to avoid was easy targets. You're not going to be seeing Spiral Shot or Grenade Shot on this list just because they're basic. We need those bland basic moves. Not every move can be as complicated as bloody GGG on air string or whatever it's called. So the moves on this list infuriate me, they don't bore me. Without further ado, here we go with number 10. Terry Archibald is objectively the 6th best player in Inazuma 11. And then they take his amazing moves of Wild Dunk, Rising Slash, and you know what they call them? Blam Dunk and Claw de Force. Huh? The dub names can be good. They really can. But you take away so much of the cool elements of this player and replace them with so much... Ugh. If previously I felt like Terry would have walked into a room with sunglasses, now it feels like he'd walk into a room holding different coloured highlighters. Blam Dunk? That doesn't mean anything. It's onomatopoeia. It doesn't mean anything. This one goes out to the people who dub these games. Why? Oh look, it's an Ares move. Fancy footwork just kind of takes too long. This might be the easiest target on the list, but honestly, it's just long, and it's just kind of dull, and it's just... It's one of those moves where I felt the comedy of it's supposed to come from the fact that Adriano Gojin doesn't get to use a move, so the fact he's built up to be using this move with the captain, and then Kiko comes in and takes his place like the little shit Kiko is, but... I don't care, it's not funny, it's not fun, it's a boring move we only ever see once and never again, and it just... Bleh. Ugh. It's just not fun, it's not a good time. I don't watch it and go, I want more of this. I watch it and go, please make it stop, shoot already. Too much time spent on the dancing, not enough time spent on the playing footballing. Why wouldn't the opponent just come and steal the ball? I know it's kind of dumb to apply logic, but at the same time, we totally could. I feel like Killer Slide gets away with being absolute dog shite in the game because of the fact it's in the anime and used by Bobby Shira, who's a really cool player. But high foul rate moves piss me off. Genuinely. Breakthrough I can kind of understand, and like a dribbling move, it's a nice risk reward. About Face sucks as a move. And About Face, like, its power sucks. At the same time, it obviously just sucks in terms of the fact you foul every single time you use it. And they give it to so many players. Killer Slide, fine, I can get. Royal, bit of aggressive team, sure, slap it on them. About Face is there to screw with you, and nothing else. You wanna know why no one ever used Scotty's other form? Because Scotty has Whirlwind Force on his normal form, and they gave him About Face on his other form. About Face. This is just such a bad move. It's genuinely just such a terrible move. There is nothing redeemable about it facing the slightest, aside from the fact that, I don't know, it's relatively inconsequential when looked on in the overall grand scheme of Inazuma 11. Of all the moves they could have chosen to rip off, why the attack and defense scan? Future Eye and Thief's Eye are literal just rip-offs. There's nothing more to them. It's the same moves and Go graphics, and I don't get it. If you're going to at least rip them off this easily, like this, you know, openly, just call them the same thing and make them the same move. I wouldn't call the Ares version of moves rip-offs. No, I'd just say they're the Ares versions of moves. It's just a different interpretation of a move. That's fine. This could have just been a different interpretation of attack and defense scan, but no, they have to be their own separate thing, their own different move, and suck just as much, if not worse. But attack scan and defense scan were for brainwashing because of the code and the programming, and that turns Thief's Eye and Future Eye for Prodigy Grammar because they wear glasses and are nerds. No. Shut up. That's a dumb point because no move is exclusive to a player because everyone can learn every move. And trust me, glasses can equal coding just as much. Suck it. Here's a pop quiz for you. Name every move Mark has in Orion. Let's give this a try. Okay, so he has God Hand, Fusion Rajan, Ghost, Super God Hand, Diamond Arm, Diamond Punch, Diamond Ring, Diamond Proposal. I'm pretty sure at one point he just becomes a diamond, the Diamond Pickaxe, the Diamond Sword, the Diamond Axe. The joke being that they decided, I don't think we've given Mark enough moves, and gave him 3 freaking diamond moves. You know what's cool? Diamond Punch. You know what isn't cool? Mark ripping off Dusk and just having casting arm except diamond. You know what also isn't cool? Diamond arm. It looks kind of lame. I like Diamond Punch. Diamond Punch isn't on this list. Diamond, even though it's, I guess, technically the last one and so the biggest rip-off of them all. This goes to Diamond Arm and Diamond, what's the other one called? Did I say Diamond Arm twice? Diamond Arm and Diamond Hand for being dull, boring, not being any interesting, and for just taking up slots. I can't wait to see what Great Road of Heroes Mark's move pool is. While I'm digging a hole for myself for all the Japan versus Spain fans, I might as well go a little deeper and say I despise the Boyon just from a pure design standpoint. For some reason, the watered effects on the goalkeeper just looks bad. Like straight up. Boyon it just doesn't look like it's on him. It looked like they took PNGs of little water droplets, slapped it to them, and then he does a thing. How does it make him better at being, I guess because it goes in him in like water and like whatnot. It just looks tacky. I don't know how else to put it. It just looks genuinely tacky. Should have given the goalkeeper Diamond Arm. Continue with the theming. We could have all had diamonds. The Boyon is a dumb move, and I refuse to hear otherwise. This is supposed to be an incredible goalkeeper who, like, destroyed all, like, you know, reloaded. He was such an insane threat. And his move looks dumb, and it's called the Boyon? No. Take it out. Try again. My drama teacher, whenever I'll do something like, you know, whenever I'll do something like dumb and whenever I'll improvise something bad, they'll always say new choice, new choice. So I tell you, Spanish goalkeeper, new freaking choice. Edgar, you know how you have a really cool signature shot called the Excalibur or whatever it's called? Yeah, I know that move. Well, yeah, that's really cool. Do you have another one? Yeah, I do. Yeah, what is it? Oh, I just kicked the ball, but it's slightly blue this time. Why would you take one of the coolest moves in the game, Excalibur, and go, no, actually, this isn't his most powerful move. And his most powerful move is him just kicking the ball, but it's blue. It might be green, but I'm colorblind. I can't tell these things. It's just blue. The ball just turns blue. I know I said I wouldn't do an easy target like a ball that just turns blue like in Grenade Shot, but this is Paladin Strike. This is a whole different move. This is supposed to be Edgar's strongest move, and it's just blue. God bless Ghost Strikers for making this his level 2 move instead of his level 3 move and making Excalibur stronger than this, because I refuse to believe there is a universe where Paladin Strike is stronger than Excalibur. You know what Edgar's real best move should have been? Should have been Twin Caliber. Hear me out, okay. Where Edgar and someone else both do Excaliburs and then hit the Excalibur together and it's like a double Excalibur. Twin Caliber. Please hire me level 5. Ooh, look, another Orion move. It's been a whole slot since we did one. Inazuma Break Code Great is boring and it's just Inazuma Break but added a Code Great on the end. And I'm supposed to think it's a whole different move? Allow me to read out the usage page for Inazuma Break Code Great on the Inazuma 11 wiki. It has the same usage as with Inazuma Break, but the difference is the electrifying purple energy around the ball is now greater than the previous one. The only difference is the energy is slightly bigger. That's it. That's the only... Why is this a different move? Why would you introduce Inazuma 11 3 V2s and V3s and remastered and whatnot if you're not going to stick with them? Why would you ditch that and decide to make it a new move called Code Great? And you bet in the game there's going to be Inazuma Break, which is now going to be weak, and now there's going to be Inazuma Break Code Great, which is great. And the only difference is going to be that Inazuma Break Code Great just has more purple to it. Why couldn't it be like a reverse break, where he kicks the ball backwards this time instead of forwards? I almost fell over doing that. But no, it's the same move, but slightly more purple. Huge wasted opportunity, and it's just the same move, but more purple. It's the same move, but more purple. How can you be so lazy? I feel like this probably should be number 1, but I'm relenting and keeping it at number 2, because I guess we didn't really get the full explanation for it. Hey, you remember that time in the Royal Academy versus Raymond match in Ares where they just kind of did the polar bear shot for the pure crack of it all? I am sure that the only reason the Arctic Polar Bear #2, or whatever it's called, exists is because some random writer got drunk. I'm sure that's the only reason, and we're like, what if Emperor Penguin #2, but Arctic Polar Bear #2? Sure, Emperor Penguin #2, maybe a bit of a dumb name, but now it makes sense because we have Emperor Penguin #1. I'm assuming somewhere out there there's Arctic Polar Bear #1, except we don't get to bloody see it, we don't get the context. Also, apparently this is an override? What the hell's being overridden? Again, I'm going to assume this is Arctic Polar Bear #1 being overridden with something. But honestly, this just feels like the writer's auto-win button, where they go, oh, well, Noriko just stopped a shot. I guess they have to score now, and then just click Arctic Polar Bear #2, and just Raymond score and win. Aries is the worst season, it's a lazy season, and honestly, this might be the crown jewel of why it's bad and lazy. But what tops it? What do I think is the worst move in Inazuma 11 just ever? Well, that's easy. Fireball Screw. Fire Tornado. Great move. Iconic move. Fireball Storm. Amazing move. One of the best moves in Inazuma 11. I even like Fireball Storm in Aries. And Maximum Fire is one of my favorite moves in the entire series. So why is Fireball Screw just Fire Tornado but with extra steps? Oh, if we slap an orange background behind it, it's a different move. It's stronger now. I don't get it. People don't go from doing the one thing to doing what I guess actually they kind of do. You know, thinking about it, I guess when someone does improve their skills so much, they would go back and remake what they previously did. Like, I feel like that's a pretty common thing people do. But I'm still allowed to dislike it. I'm still allowed to say, this was lazy. You could have had so much, you could have done some cool things for Axel's big shot. But instead we just got Fire Tornado, but bigger. Grand Fire is so cool. Maximum Fire, so cool. Fire Tornado Double Drive, it's alright. But Fireball Screw is bad, and they should feel bad for inventing it. It is just the most move that irritates me the most, genuinely. Because, look, it would have been too easy to take an Aries move, like Polar Bear #2, and stick it at #1. Because Aries aggravates me, and so just picking a move from it that aggravates me, it's easy. But a move from what I think is the best season that aggravates me as much as Polar Bear #2, now that is something worthy at putting it #1. Fireball Screw is the epitome of a lazy Inazuma 11 move that wastes so much potential and just confuses and bewilders me on why they chose it. Why did they think Fire Tornado with an orange background was the next logical step after we got insane cool Demon Fireball Storm kick? They should feel bad for inventing it, and they should feel bad they didn't give... Why did they have to make a movie? They could have just given him Maximum Fire. They could have just given him Maximum Fire if they didn't have to put it in the bloody movie and keep it exclusive to the bloody movie. Hashtag justice for Maximum Fire. I'm just kind of sad now, to be honest. Like, I just, like, Fireball Screw just kind of burned through my energy, and now I'm just kind of, like, a bit miserable. Huh. Like, comment, subscribe. Alright. Bye. We wanna say thank you to Shadow.